Alright folks, welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies. I love this game, I really do. I haven't played it all that much, but I really enjoy it, and that's why I'm playing it again right now at 11:30 at night instead of going to bed to be ready for work like I should in the morning. But in any case, here we are. We have our immoderate. Perfidious Albion is working on building a flying box. We got about 300 bucks, and we're going to do it to it. I don't know why the game consistently freezes like this the first time I unpause, but it does, and it's very annoying. Looks like Altanzal is being assaulted here. Meanwhile, I've lost Blackspire, so I'm actually going to go take it back real quick. And we'll see what's what. They've got ships moving in. I don't know if I can take their ships, so I'm just gonna divert to Tiz real quick. They've got, it looks like, 3 ships there. Let's move my flying box to Tiz to join up with my vessel. And then let's send my well, actually, let's pause real quick. And let's send a spy and view the city, Blackspire. So, Blackspire has no defenses, and it has, holy crap, it has a whole bunch of these things, these bomb ships. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has 10 freaking bombers. That's a problem. So, what we need is a counter bomber ship or counter bomber defense or something, possibly a land ship. I feel like land ships can be bombed way too easily. So, what that means is we need an extremely high altitude ship, a ship that can go very, very high. And that probably means we need balloons, as much as I don't like balloons. Yeah, I do have balloons, by the way. I discovered them very shortly after leaving the previous thing. So we've got large suspendium dust tanks, and what you can do is you can just put like this on here, and then you have a giant balloon, and this will hold a small ship up very high for pretty much nothing. Then you can put a sail on it, and you'll be pretty much good to go. So that's a sail. That's a bigger sail. So this is a side sail, is what this is. That will attach a sail to the side of your vessel, if I recall correctly, and that's a large sail. That'll give you a big old wing sail. That's 120 propulsion, 4 crew, 2 crew, 140 propulsion, 4 crew. Okay, so let's get a large. Yeah, let's get a big old sail attached there. Okay, so we've got our large sail, we've got a large balloon. And then we're just going to basically need guns that shoot down. I don't have much by way of guns that shoot down except rifles, so let's look into that. We're going to need a quarters. And basically the goal here is going to be keep the ship as small as possible. We're going to need a cockpit. We're going to need ammo. We don't need coal, but we do need ammo, so we're going to put some ammo right there. And we're going to need rifles. So the goal with this ship, obviously, is to get above the enemy and be able to just rifle them to absolute death. Or bombs. I guess we could do bombs. I could do 4 bomb bays. Move that bomb bay down. I need more crew in that case, which means I need another quarters, probably. Hit the recommended amount. Like that. So my service ceiling right now is 400, which I think is high enough. And then I'll have a quarter with a ladder right there. Needs more supply hatches. I need 7 supply, so I need 1 supply hatch. So we're gonna have a wooden supply hatch right there. It's just a box. It's a box with bombs. I wouldn't be designing a ship like this if I didn't have to, because honestly, I think it's kind of boring. I just, like, what's even the point, you know? It's like, we're just gonna fly way up high and drop bombs on people. Which is fair, and historically, ships like this were definitely used for this very reason, that you can fly high up and drop bombs on people very effectively. But, I'm actually gonna put extra suspendium tank on it just to make sure that it gets, like, stupid high. Like, stupidly high. I want it to be ridiculously high. And that's my whole goal. I'm actually going to move things forward to make them even and centered, because that is my obsession. I could make it a giant bomber. I don't need... It doesn't need to be a giant bomber. Stop being a giant bomber. Alright. Yeah, there we go. That'll do it. That'll do, pig, I think. Service ceiling of 477 meters. This is probably too much. Like, I don't need to be 477 meters high. I just don't know exactly how high those airships are. I don't need this much. I don't need that. I don't need that big a dust tank. I don't. Now I gotta have to shift everything again. Ugh. So indecisive. It's terrible. But yeah, I can do it this way. Just shift on over. Boop. Boop. Nope. Didn't shift over enough. Boop. 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 Okay. We're gonna name this guy the we're gonna name this the HMS Explodatron. Alright, there we go. So, 4 bomb bays, little armor, 1 sail, which is enough to make it move fairly fast. More crew than absolutely necessary. In fact, I could probably make this a smaller sail. I'm not sure I even need to be 100. We'll stick with it. And I can only command it every 19 seconds because I have just this one dude in a chair trying to control the whole ruckus. But this high, I mean, like... this is almost unfair in a lot of ways, because unless someone has a ship with pretty significant guns designed shooting up, I'm going to be perfectly safe. I can fill that in. I'm still about 300 meters. This would actually be a pretty good reason to have the bigger balloon, I guess. I'm going to try this. 279 meters. I think that might be high enough. So we're going to save the design for now. And then we will back out here. And let me, one second, let me double check how high those guys are. Those guys are very high. I'm not sure 279 meters is enough. Ugh, but I don't want them to be I guess those things have no guns. So... yeah, I guess I don't actually need any armor. I'll just give wooden armor. Save that design. That makes it cheaper, too. Okay. Alright, we're gonna build an HMS Explodatron. And see how well it works. And we're under attack again. In Gomdat. What defenses does Gomdat have? Nothing! I haven't built defenses here. Yay! Well, let's move to Gomdat in order to counterattack, and let's see what it is that they're hitting us with. We can't see because it's an uncontested defeat. That's fine. We will attack. So. So we've got the flying box up here. Arctum has this ship with 3 cannons on the front. It's very tall and skinny, which I think gives it effectively more height but less speed, which is fair in this case. So we're going to move that guy back there. The flying box can stay right there. And we will start the battle. You, sir, the immoderate, we're going to set on... he's on aimed fire, which is good. Let's keep moving back. You can move and flip to be behind the target. You keep moving that way. You move up behind him. You should actually move over this way as well. Just keep shooting. Keep hitting. Oh, good hit. Oh dear. Oh no, that was not what I wanted. Welp. Sorry, Immoderate. I didn't know he was gonna fall just as you passed below. So, yeah. Don't really have a good, sorry is what I'm saying here. You're on aimed fire, that's fine. Tell you what, move up real close behind, just go to rapid fire, I guess. Up, there we go, we're safe. Yeah, go to rapid fire. Flip around. Oh, no, don't flip around. You already flipped. There we go. Get below it. Just gun the bastard down. Come on now. You can do it. Yay! There we go. Alright, so the Immoderate and the Flying Box both survived. The Slander has been immobilized. That was a decent little design, but it did have some flaws, I feel. So, the Immoderate definitely needs to repair. So let's select the Immoderate and move back to Perfidious Albion. Oh no, that was the Flying Box that I selected. Okay, well you move back to... Could you move? Could you move, please? Now, we've got the HMS Explodotron. And, whether the Explodotron functions or not, it's going to be the only ship that's necessary here, basically. Because the question is going to be whether it can fly high enough to bomb these ships. And if it can, then it will work, and if it can't, then it won't. So, we're just going to send the Explodotron to invade Black Spire by its lonesome. Alright. We did not do the thing that I wanted to do. It didn't happen the way I wanted it. That's super unfortunate, but I think we're just gonna set that guy way back there. I have not got the buttons right here. So move, and yes, you have the height. So just go straight up. And I can barely command you at all, but you can go straight up. You, sir, pick aim fire. Great, so the Explodotron is just going to do this now. Just going to float above the enemy, dropping bombs. Just float on. We'll all float on all right. Because they are doing nothing. I will say that the AI is actually one criticism I have of this game. Like, I love the game in general, but the AI is far from perfect. And this is one way in which the AI kind of sucks. It will, in many situations, just do nothing. And like in this situation, it's just like, oh, there's nothing I can do. I'm being bombed from above. I mean, you could try to dodge or something. Or you could retreat. Like, that's perfectly valid. Retreating when you're outgunned in a way that makes it impossible for you to win, that would be fine. This is just abusive, I'm sorry. This is, like... This isn't even any fun. But, yeah, I don't think we're gonna build any more Explodotrons, because I'm sorry, this is... Ugh, no bueno. I don't even care about this. We're low on ammo. Like, literally my biggest risk is that I will run out of ammunition before being able to explode all of these ships. Did I just blow up? Okay, what do we have left? Over there. You, sir. You're down to 35 ammo. You fly down there as well. Direct hit your last shot. Great. I think we've done it, haven't we? Oh no, target that one. He's still alive. Come on, kill him. You can do it. I trust you. run out of ammo before being able to finish these guys off. Okay. And we win. Yep. Great. Let's perform a gentle takeover of Black Spire. Alright, that made me feel dirty. Wow. And that's that's not hardly abusive. As bombers go. I mean, that's like a fairly expensive bomber. He costs 500. Oof. Oof. I'm almost tempted to get... Nah, I'll keep it, but I'm not gonna be using that design again. Somebody asked me about land ships, and are land ships any good? I think land ships are amazing, but not because like they're especially like powerful, just because they're cool as hell. Land ships are just giant tanks. You just put them on tracks and they're giant tanks, and I like them basically because they have the advantages of buildings and airships. Now, not perfectly, because they do require coal, like airships do. And so they're not like as efficient as buildings. I mean, nothing like. But they're pretty neat. They've got a lot of stuff going for them. One downside that they have is that they have relatively little room available sometimes. So like with this guy, it's like you need coal to get it to run, and I think I'm gonna give him a small coal store. Where's a small coal store? Come on now. I know I have you. I know you're available. I just don't know where. Basic, command and crew, shapes of decoration, propulsion, resources. Small coal store. Okay, so small coal store gives you 12 coal. Tracks require a unit of coal every 25 seconds, so only slightly over 2 per minute. So a small coal store can work for a small tank. So we have a small coal store right there. We can also have a small ammo store, which gives you 24 ammunition. That's not really enough. Actually, I shouldn't be designing this guy just yet because I don't have the proper weapons. I'm researching the appropriate weapons for such a vehicle right now. In the meantime, I'm going to take the immoderate here and repair, which will cost me 115 bucks. And we're going to take the flying box and invade Vaxenford. That should be the flying box, right? Yes, good. So, what defenses does Vaxenford have? They have this building. Let's get you down, where you can use your cannons. What weapons does this building have? Couple of rifles, it looks like. That's fine. So you're on aimed fire. And let's have you move in closer. And basically just trade cannon shots. Yeah, the light does look like it's making it hard to aim. Outside view, yeah, we're fine. Cannonballs are doing a pretty good job. And they have surrendered. Excellent. So, gentle takeover in Vaxenford. Let's pause the game real quick. With the gentle takeover, of course, it takes longer to capture the place, and so longer before you can build anything. But it means that you get more money out of them in the meantime. And I really want to finish my research. Like, that would be super nice. Okay, so we finished our research. So we've got deck guns and Gatling guns. We're going to select research. Those are fantastic weapons. I love them. What I want next is actually heavy cannons, which are great siege weapons. But I need optics and metallurgy before I can do that. So let's grab optics for telescopes. Now, pause. Now we can design a land ship. An effective one, that is. So, we're going to design a basic kind of small-ish land ship. So we're going to get the track. We're going to get the small coal store, wherever that has gone. It was under resources. I'm just going to close structural and troops. Small coal store, right there in the middle. Actually, we're going to move the small coal store back one. And we need a ammo store. I kind of like to have more ammo than coal, because like you shoot ammo away a lot quicker. But, because a small ammo store is 19 bucks. I could have 2 small ammo stores. That'd be fine. I'd have that. Then we're going to need bunks for the crew, obviously. Where's my crew? There it is, berths. We're going to have 2 berths right in there. That gives us 6 crew. We're going to need a cockpit. Now, the new weapons. we've gotten deck guns and Gatling guns. Gatling guns shoot rapidly. They're not very accurate, but they fire a whole bunch, and they have a big clip, so they don't burn through ammo very fast, actually, surprisingly. They have quite a wide fire arc, and they do piercing damage, so they can punch through light armor. Deck guns are basically slightly lighter cannons. They do 30 damage instead of 40, but they have a quicker reload time. They have a higher clip size, so they fire more before having to reload. And they have a wider firing arc, a 90-degree firing arc, and they can fire upwards as well as slightly down. So they're excellent at dealing with things that are above you, as well as being able to be depressed to shoot at things in front of you. So if you put 2 deck guns on like that, and then a Gatling gun like that, now we actually would have a lot of frontal firepower. I'm not going to put on the Gatling gun. Gatling guns are good and all, but I like deck guns mainly because they give you a little bit of protection from above. You can use deck guns to provide some defense, as it were. Also, the Imperial cannon. I'm totally going to design a ship with an Imperial cannon on it very soon. The problem is just it's expensive. It's super expensive, so you need kind of the technology to support it. I'm actually going to redesign this because I am going to take the full-size ammo store. I'm going to design this basically as this is essentially going to be a building with a little bit of coal to enable it to move. So it needs the full-size ammo. We're going to have to move the cockpit out of the way. The ammo store, having the ammo store next to the coal is risky. But if you're going cheap, it's kind of the way you have to go. We will also need a fire point because I don't at the moment have the small fire options. So after that, we might as well put a quarters on it and a bridge for commandability. So there's the bridge. Actually put the bridge frontal, and we will have a guard post. Troops. See, now this is interesting. This provides quarters for 4 guards. This stations a guard. I'm not sure if that counts as providing quarters exactly. I feel like it should. I don't know. I need something with a ladder, though, because right now we don't have actually a way up. So that's a flaw in our design. So let's replace that quarters with berths, because berths have a ladder up. So we'll go berth, berth, berth. Now, what I want here is I want this thing, since this thing can move, it's okay for its weapons to be more or less directional. So I can put a deck gun over there and there, and a Gatling gun down here to defend against infantry. Then I need more crew, so I need another berth right there to provide access there. Berth, berth. So now I have kind of this tall, like, gun tank kind of thing. It needs some supply, and it's going to need 2 hatches all told. We're going to get a steel supply hatch right there and right there. And then for armor, we're going to armor it in steel. So 714. Also, this looks hideous. Let's put a little structural bit in there to fill that up. Like, let's have a board. Where's a decorative piece? I need a piece. I need a piece. I need a 2x1. Where's the one I need? Nope. That's a slope tube 3x1. 2x1. There we go. We need that. That looks a little bit better. It's still ugly. I mean, it's still ugly as sin, but it's a little bit better. So this thing is basically it's a mobile tank. It can attack, and it can, I'm going to move that deck gun down 1 to make it hideouser. I would like this to be as ugly as possible. So this can kind of this can also serve as mobile defenses, because I can put this in a, in a city, and with the wide firing arc of the Gatling gun and the deck guns, it can pretty much swivel. It has a few minutes worth of coal, and it can swivel around and shoot at people, and it has enough crew to function. It has steel armor, so it's relatively tough. It's 735, which is expensive, and I'd like to cut the expense down, but I don't really want to remove anything that's in here, because like the fire point, I feel like is valuable when you have the coal and the ammo right next to each other, which you kind of have to have in a design like this. I suppose I could swap... I could take those berths out, move the ammo store up by 1, and then put a quarters in below. Like right there. But that screws up the ladders. So then we need that supply hatch to be there, and then we can have a ladder corridor back there. That helps a little bit with the whole fire problem. We can put that there. We can actually subtract one of the crew. It saves us a little tiny bit of money. Okay, that might be better. Or take that berth out, replace that corridor with a berth. We can move the bridge back by a space. And where'd my berth go? Where'd my berth go? There it is. Put a berth there. Oh no, because now I don't have a ladder running that way. Shit. Ladder's so complicated. Give me just a minute to work this out. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. It only involved a little bit of minor adjustment up at the top. So the tank is now a little bit shorter, which is nice, to be honest. It's got its guns sticking out in like a stupid way right at the front, but I mean, that's kind of how deck guns end up working. They have to be on the front, and they have to be open at the top as well. Like if you look at this guy, see those green lines? Has to be open at the front, has to be open at the top. So I could, and the way this works, they just kind of have to be sticking out at this dumb angle, like, sue me, it is what it is. I'm going to remove that slope, and I'm going to fill that space with blocks, because blocks will help. Promise. Or I could move that up like that. And now it's just kind of a goofy overhang. Great. Let's get a little slope below it instead. Nope, not that one. This one. There you go. Now that looks like it might be intentional. Great. Excellent. I don't have any guards in here, so I am vulnerable to boarding. But we'll see what. You know what? I like the name Centipede. We're gonna leave this as Centipede. So we're gonna save this design as the Centipede, and then we're gonna build one. Just for fun, just to see how it works. So we've got a Centipede building. We've got our flying box over here. We've got the HMS Explodotron, Hisboo, and we've got the Immoderate all repaired and ready to go. The Immoderate is going to invade Esseract. And we will send the flying box to... actually, let's get them both in TIS. And then we'll send them both to invade Esseract together. Right, there we go. So, what defenses does Esseract have? They have a very tall tower with some air hussars and a whole bunch of rifles or possibly muskets. Ooh, threatening. Let's get our ships kind of together-ish. I feel like we've got the firepower to deal with this. We'll see how it goes. Let's pause real quick. If you're already on aimed fire, you should also be on aimed fire. So here come the air hussars. Let's get close. Because they've got grape shot cannons, they've got rifles. So I think we should be able to handle the aerial hussars. Hopefully. Oh. Okay, we got that one. Yep, we got that one. The rifle's got him. Okay. Outside view. Did we take any damage? Not really. Well, let's move on up. Because I think they've shot their wad. Yep. Oh, they're on fire. On fire. Not very on fire. I wish they'd been on fire more. Okay, there we go. Victory! The Radiant Fortress has surrendered. Let's execute another gentle takeover. And we are making pretty good moolah. Okay, they've destroyed the watchful turret at Vaxenford. So that's right here. And that was the only piece of defense. So these two both need to go to Vaxenford, and the HMS Explodotron needs to go to Vaxenford. Are we going to get there before they do? No. Uncontested defeat, but we're going to show up right afterwards. Ah, okay, that was two of their boarding crews. So, this is going to be easy. The HMS Explodotron is just going to fly overhead, and boom. 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 I didn't even watch that one. The only weakness of the Explodotron design is that you can't command it very often, but to be honest, I could fix that easily, but I'm filled with enough hatred for this style that I don't want to. Like, I want there to be a weakness. I mean, the weakness is flat cannons. Like, later on in the game, the weakness is going to be flat cannons, but I mean, what do you want? Let's take the Immoderate and the Flying Box and invade Ionesco while we're here. And we have our first Centipede. I'm not sure if you're worth your money, but I like ya. So we're going to keep ya. We're going to see how it goes. Let's actually send you off to Ungrashzon. Let's send a spy and view the city. So they've got another tower full of aerial hussars. Could destroy it. I want to see how the Centipede fares. So move to... Why can't I have you move to Ungrashzon? Okay, so I guess you have to move one city at a time. Alright, invade Ungrashzon, please. Ionesco, another of these same towers. Think they'd learn. When did I lose my top? Nope. That's interesting. Let's get low. There. Start. And move up. Don't think those aerial hussars will do much better this time. Nope. They went. They sure died. I like the grape shot cannons, actually. The grape shot cannons do pretty well. Not against steel armor, but against wooden armored craft, they do a pretty decent job. Alright, and they're on fire and burning, and excellent. Great. We got them. Gentle takeover, please. And let's attack Ungrashzon and see how the good old Centipede goes. Put you right there. Alright. First of all, aimed fire. Here come the hussars. Let's move forward a little bit. I'm worried that my cannons will not be able to effectively kill... Well, the Gatling cannon should be able to get them. Yep, there we go, there we go. That got him. Okay, so there's only two of them left. What did I just... Oh, I just told them to focus on repairs. That's fine. Focus on repairs now. Yeah, the Gatling cannon just wiped those guys out as soon as they came within targeting range. Yeah, this is actually going pretty well. Now it's just a matter of shooting. Let's close up into Gatling cannon range. We are losing crew to those rifles. Oh, we just lost the cockpit. Ugh. We've lost the cockpit and we've lost it. But now with the Gatling cannon within range, I think we're giving back as fast as we're getting. Got him. Okay, so that wasn't as good as I would like. It worked, but it was not great. And the reason it wasn't great was that the cockpit got shot out. So what we need to do is we need to redesign the Centipede to have a full bridge, I think, and to have it a little bit better protected. We might take out the fire point. It's kind of risky, but I think it could be done. And coal and ammo wise, that was fine. So overall, that was good. Okay, so the empire is expanding quite nicely. Income is going up. Our money is higher. I can now take the time to design a more expensive airship. I feel like spending all my money on giant airships is probably the thing to do. But that will have to come in the next episode. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And no matter whether you do or not, I will see you all in the next one. Take care.